Hello, everyone. Today, we are diving into a topic that's at the core of modern software development: monolithic and microservices architecture. These are two architectural styles that shape how we build, deploy, and scale applications. Understanding their differences, advantages, and challenges is crucial for anyone involved in software development or IT management. Let's start with monolithic architecture. In simple terms, a monolithic application is built as a single unified unit. All the components, whether it's the user interface, business logic, or data access layer, are tightly integrated into one code base. Think of it as a large block of code where every function and feature is interconnected. If you need to make a change or add a feature, you must rebuild and redeploy the entire application. What are some of the advantages of monolithic architecture? Since it's a single unit, it's easier to develop, test, and deploy. Monolithic applications are generally faster because all components are in one place, reducing communication overhead. With a unified code base, tracking down issues is relatively straightforward. Few challenges of this architecture is that scaling specific features is difficult because you must scale the entire application. Changing one part of the application may impact other parts, making updates risky. Even minor updates require a complete redeployment, increasing downtime. And you're stuck with the technology stack you initially chose, as changing it would require rewriting the entire application. Even though monolithic architecture works well for small applications or startups, they become problematic as the application grows and the team expands. Unlike monolithic applications, microservices break down an application into smaller independent services. Each service is responsible for a specific function, like user authentication, payment processing, or product catalog management. These services communicate with each other through APIs, typically using REST or gRPC. The key idea here is independence. Each microservice can be developed, deployed, and scaled independently. Few advantages of this architecture is that you can scale only the services that need more resources, optimizing performance and cost. Different teams can use different tech stacks suited to their microservices. Teams can deploy changes independently, reducing downtime and accelerating updates. If one microservice fails, it doesn't bring down the entire application, improving resilience. Smaller independent teams can work on different services simultaneously, speeding up development. Now let's look at what are some of the challenges of microservices architecture. Managing multiple services, databases, and communication can be complex. Ensuring reliable communication between services can be challenging. More services mean more endpoints, increasing the attack surface. Maintaining data consistency across distributed services is complicated. Each service needs its own deployment, monitoring, and scaling, increasing operational costs. Choosing the right architecture depends on the project requirements. Monolithic architecture is suitable when the application is small or has a straightforward functionality. The team is small and quick deployment is necessary. There's no immediate need for scalability. Microservices architecture is suitable when the application is complex and needs frequent updates. The team is large and distributed across different functions. High scalability and flexibility are required. For example, startups often start with a monolithic approach to quickly launch their product. As they grow, they gradually transition to microservices to handle increased complexity and scalability needs. Here are some real world examples. Monolithic architecture. A good example is WordPress. It's a classic example of a monolithic application where the entire CMS, including plugins and themes, is bundled into one code base. Microservices example is Netflix. Netflix transitioned from a monolithic to a microservices architecture to handle billions of streaming requests daily. This move allowed them to scale specific services like video encoding and recommendation engines independently. To sum up, monolithic architecture is simple but less flexible and scalable. Microservices architecture is flexible and scalable but comes with increased complexity and management overhead. There is no one size fits all solution. The choice depends on the application's size, complexity, and long term goals. If you're starting small, monolithic might be the way to go. But if you anticipate rapid growth and need scalability, consider microservices. I hope this seminar has given you a clearer understanding of both architectures, helping you make informed decisions for your future projects. So until we meet next time, stay safe.